Okay, go.
Oh, today we're gonna be making a video on how to fade your hair. Been cutting hair forever since I was 11, 12 years old. I used to cut my hair bald, so I used to practice on myself doing fades and stuff, you know. So you could buy a machine that's like $20 at the store and just use it instead of paying $15, $20 every time. It's simple, you know. You don't really have to make a perfect line or anything at the beginning. It's all in how you fade up, how you blend the line. And you can see you could choose your different sizes. For my hair, I usually keep it kind of short. The max I take it to, it's a 3. If you want to do this, always graduate it down. Let's say you cut with a 5 up here. You'll go with a 4, 3, 2, 1, and down all the way, depending how you want. If you want a 1 on the side or whatnot, it'll be graduating up and so you like it. And a lot of people, like when they're in a salon, they use the comb to square out your hair. You could do it with a machine. You don't necessarily need a comb. So I'm going to show you how to do all that. And I kind of already started before. So we're going to go ahead and pick up from there. And for this particular day, we're going to use a half. From there, we're going to fade up and see how it goes. I'm not really going to touch the top too much.
Can you show us what the half is?
That's
no,
a half.
On the side, okay.
A lot of machines do come with a guard already that is a half, so you could do it from a 0. But if you don't have that little guard, you know, you could always put up, and that would be the half, or all the way down for a 0. So we're gonna start with a half. Start. You want to make sure you get any excess since the beginning, that way you don't have any little spots or anything lying around or mess up your haircut later. You know, you want to start off and take off all the little excess since the beginning. You don't want to leave anything for later. Check out, measure with your eyebrows where it's at. Bam. Sorry I don't talk too good. I'm really Mexican. So my pronunciation is not that well. But I'm trying to be as discreet as possible. You ladies checking out my muscles and shit? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I work out these bunnies almost like, as you can see, I messed up the line there. You see, it doesn't really matter. Once you fade it up, all that's gonna disappear. I see a lot of people that are beginners trying to cut their hair. They try to do a perfect line all around, and yeah, if you're a pro, you want to do it like that, it's cool. It doesn't really matter if you have the technique with your hand. You know, if you're a beginner, you want to do a straight line, that's cool. But you know, if once you get the technique down, this is what I'll show you in a little bit. You don't really have to. You won't really stress if there's a little crooked line. If you have a mirror, a lot of people have little badass mirrors. I'm all ghetto and shit, so I'll use my big ass mirror we have in the living room. Check your back and measure that it's aligned with your side. And remember to take off any excess. That way you don't have to come back to it or anything. As you can see, I have crooked ass lines. That's how I tattoo too. Crooked ass lines. Hair varies, you know. If it's like curly hair, it's usually easier to fade and cut rather when it's like straight hair. Mine's kind of really in between. It's straight, but I guess I got my technique down for my hair. But I kind of like, when I have a little bit more trouble, I have to be a little bit more careful as with straight hair. You gotta really take it slow and take it up when I'm about to show you. And you see, the reason I leave this a little bit lower, you see how it's all crooked in the back? Because when you're fading up, all that is going to disappear and make it look like it's going up, like it's an actual fade rather than just a straight robot. Like, you don't want to look like a flat top. Try to get an angle to get a good view. That's what she said. Now I'm going to cut it down to a 0. Just because on the side, I want these to disappear over here. You could do that over here as well. Get back to the half. And you gotta, like me, this is, I have to be holding it down, so it's another step I have to take. There's machines that actually stay up and you don't really have to do what I'm doing. That's why you see me working all these weird angles to try to get it. So as you can see, there's my crooked line. And the only reason I did it like that as well is so you can see it really doesn't matter. I'm going to be happy with my haircut anyways. At the end of the day, it's hair. It'll grow back. Maybe you need a new look or whatnot. I'm going to use the number 3 now to go and just take off any little excess hair that I might have, you know, left from my haircut before. You can see I'm working that angle, going with the shape. Depending on the shape of your head is how you're going to work it. You know, rather than if you like a rounded, more round look or a more squared look, it's up to you. Let you make the call on that one. There's no pauses or anything. There's straight up live, Austin, Texas, baby. I won't tell you my address. Hey. People say that all barbers and shit are gay, but they're not. You know, I actually happen to have a really, really hot girlfriend. She's the one recording. Want to bang her all the time.
God.
All the time. As a matter of fact, I might just bang her right now. That won't go on YouTube though. You could see, like, you could just feel the back and go with it as where your headline is. So you can see it's starting to turn a little bit into more of a round cut. It's good to have a couple of mirrors on the side just to check your side. Make sure. Now we're using the 1 now. As you can see, there's a thick line right there. The only reason we're using the 1 is to get this over here faded already and then graduate it down. You never want to do, it's called a reverse fade. You start with a top number down to the, coming down to the bottom to the 0. You don't ever want to start with a 0 and then heading up. You could do the line first, but after that, you just want to do that. Do the 1 and then come back down to a 0 or whatnot. And it also helps you so you could fade it better once. That's the main reason we're doing this. Use your mirror to get the sides, the top, the back. As you can see the motion, I don't know if you want to get a little bit closer, baby. So you could see the motion of the thing, how I'm keeping it straight, parallel with my head, getting the top hairs first. Now I personally like to go a little bit higher on the back just because if you wear a cap or whatnot, you don't want freaking hair coming down off your cap. So that's why I kind of do it a little high.